Hello guys, this is Jose Portals. I'm going to be showing you how to make custom trainer decks. You can either use the decks that are on my website at Portals Creations, or you can go to your local plastic supply and have some plastic ordered from there. So I want to show you guys the materials needed, which is barely any, and from there we're going to go ahead and show you how to do it. So let's get to it. Alright, so basically to start off you're going to need the acrylic, which should be already cut out in the shape of a playing card. And if you order it from my site, they're covered in paper, so that when you're done you can peel it off and it'll be nice and clean. Next you'll need acrylic glue, which you can find at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's basically a type of solvent cement, like rubber cement. It's just very strong glue. And next you're going to need a sheet with your design. And your design, I'll explain a little bit later how to get it together, but if you notice, mine is basically a comic strip that's been cut into 4 parts. So you see it starts here, it goes across. And so this comic is then used as a playing card for each. So it'll be the front of each card, and this will be the back for each one. Alright, so this is the design. It's a V for Vendetta deck. You shouldn't have to worry about copyright issues when you make your own things. It's if you're selling something that you should worry about copyright laws. Since I'm making this for myself, it's going to be based on this comic book. And so as you see, the fronts, if you combine them all together, make one large comic. And the backs are just the design from the comic book, what someone else had done. And your end product will look like this. This is one out of the Wicked deck. It's green. And this one I use Black Science, which is another comic. Comics tend to usually fit really well for playing cards. And these are the fronts of the comic, and they fit pretty well. And the back, I just used just look up Trippy Picture, and you'll probably come up with tons of nice back designs for your cards. They might be one-sided, but that'll be fine. And again, here's one for Saga. That came out pretty good. And this is with the clear. This is the same type of acrylic you'll be using for the decks that you make if you order it from my site. And one last one. Here's one from Watchmen. As you see, comics just tend to fit perfectly on a playing card, and they're easy to cut. And again, trippy back design always never fails. And this is what it will be looking like in the end. So let's start. First we gotta cut our design out of the paper. Alright, so once you have them all cut out, here are the backs, here are the fronts. This will be 4 packets, so you have 4 backs. What you'll do is you'll get your front and back, and you'll have them back to back like that. Now you can use glue, or you can use double stick tape. I'm going to use double stick tape because it's just nice, and this will just be a nice quick temporary hold, because even though you're going to be taping it or gluing it now, you're going to be gluing it together again, so you don't have to worry too much about it being completely right. So you have to make sure that it matches well with your back design. And there we go. We have our first playing card. And it looks simple, but you do this 4 times and you'll come up with your deck, and then I'll show you how to glue them together. One quick thing, sometimes the backs and fronts won't fit together, so you'll have to probably cut down to size so they're perfectly aligned on each side. So there's that. Alright, now so that we have them all taped together, you can see they're all front and back. We're going to go ahead and glue them shut. So I'm going to grab two playing card packets and peel off one of them, just one side, and peel off one side of the other one. They're kind of hard to peel off, you gotta get it with your nail, but once you get it, there we go. You're going to be ready to put your design in. So what you do is you get your design, get the front down, and you'll have a little bit of room on the edges, and where the place you'll be gluing is on the edges of the card. Now what I like to do is I'll get one of the sheets of paper that I use from the scrap. Now, one thing to notice is I've used some extra paper on the side because this glue will actually go through the paper and stick to the surface beneath it. So I'm going to lay some down real fast because it dries very, very fast. I'm going to get the paper, pick it up, and just put it on the edges real quickly. Now you can do this with a with anything that's pretty much stick shaped. I'm just gonna get all the edges. Yeah, it'll leave some bubbles behind, but it's not really, I don't really consider that a big deal. It doesn't really look that bad. You're going to glue it shut. You're going to have some glue come off the edges, but what you want to focus on is making sure the card is completely stuck together. And this acrylic glue is so strong that pretty much in about a couple seconds this will be permanent, and you can go ahead and open it up and see what you have underneath. It's completely encased. Okay. Just a little bit more pressing. And if in some areas it didn't go all the way, you want to stick some more glue inside. Actually, that's fine. Good. It's finished. Done. And the back looks like that. Now you have your first playing card. I'm going to do it again to show you guys. Alright, we're going to do it one more time. So from the top, you get two packets. You peel off one side from one of them, and the other side from another one. Now there's no front and back to these packets, so you don't have to worry about which side is which. You're going to get your design. Some I'm going to put it actually face down. You get your glue. Pour some out on the side, on the paper. Real quick. Seal it up. Put that glue. Start putting it on the edges. More. And this glue is really strong enough to hold these packets permanently, like forever, because I've used this glue for other things with the acrylic, and they stick very, very well over time. It almost dissolves the acrylic and kind of remolds it again, so it's really interesting. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open it up. There we go. Give it some more time to dry. You can see some more glue is coming out. I'm going to wipe that off. And we can peel the other side off. Some quick tips would be that this paper is hard to come off, but if you use the tip of your nail and change corners, so if one corner doesn't work out, just move to the next corner, because if you stay on one corner you're going to be there like all day. And finally you'll find one that opens, and see, it'll be like that. Alright, so we're finished. You can see we have a finished comic book page right here out of the cards, and if we flip them over we have the backs of the cards, and then of course you can go ahead and start messing around with them. Now, one cool thing about this method is that you can apply it to other colors. So there are 3 more translucent colors on Portal's creations. There's a green one, there's an orange one that's also pink, and a blue one. You can also use those to make decks, and those come out, in my opinion, even cooler. So you can choose that when you go on the site, or you can go for the clear ones. Of course, the clear ones are going to be nice and cheap, because I want people to be able to make them. I don't want them to have to spend a lot of money on something that's actually really simple and easy to make. So you'll need glue, acrylic glue, make sure you get that, and make sure you have a good surface. Do not use it flat on the table that you have. Have something covering the table. And then once you get your graphics together, I'm not going to really explain graphics because that's something you have to know yourself. It's just know that a card by itself is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. Once you have that down, you have to know your limits on, if you use GIMP or Photoshop, how to set your graphic. So there are tutorials on how to make that and how to design cards. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to leave it with this. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and buy Cardistry shirt. Alright, bye.